All right, everyone, and welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase. My name is Adonis. I'm going to be your host for today's event. And as usual, we are joined by three very special guest judges who will be overseeing this entire event for us today. So let me introduce them one at a time. First up on the judge lineup, he's a Grammy Award winning producer. He's worked with artists such as Jay-Z, Redman, Destiny's Child, Missy Elliott, and much, much more. You guys know him. It's ROCKWILDER. ROCKWILDER, welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase. How are you doing, man?
Good, man. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. It's a pleasure to have you, ROCKWILDER. Thank you so much for joining us. We always have a question that we ask our judges. My question for you today, from a producer's perspective, you're a Grammy Award-winning producer. For someone who creates music, how does an artist avoid being classified as dated?
By just being willing to reinvent the wheel. You know what I'm saying? And you can take from the old and just build towards the foundation of what you're trying to establish, and become the next Jay or the next Nas or the next. If you had to do a new artist, a new Drake or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You definitely got to know your history, and you definitely got to know how to recreate the wheel. You got to take the ingredients from the old, which is really good when an artist is seasoned, to know exactly, what he needs to be for this industry. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the artists that pop up right now, they come and go really quick. You know what I'm saying? Then you have some that stay. Somebody like Drake, he really studied the game and really knows, what to do. So, you gotta go along the lines of taking from the old and taking from the present, then build a new foundation for yourself.
Awesome, Rockwell. It's always a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's online showcase. Up next on the judge lineup, he's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase. Knowledge, how are you doing, man?
Good, man. How you doing?
Awesome. It's always great to have you as well, Knowledge. Thank you so much for joining us today. My question for you today, you judged a lot of these showcases. You joined us online many times before. How ready should an artist's song be when joining a competition like this one?
How ready should it be?
Correct.
What do you mean ready?
So, how complete should it be? Because sometimes we get new artists that they just go in the booth, they record something, and then they submit it. Or we get other artists that they have their songs mixed, mastered, produced professionally. How ready should their song be before they display it on a showcase like this
one? Before you display it on a showcase like this, you would want it to be as ready as you could possibly afford. So basically, if you can afford to get it mixed down properly and stuff like that, then please, yes, go out on the extra limb and do that. Because it's the best representation of your music. You know what I mean? The audio quality of the music. If you have a video, then yeah, you want the video to be as quality and creative as it possibly can. You know what I mean? And creativity doesn't necessarily have a budget. So, if you're very creative, you can get things done on a very low budget. You know what I mean? It's just about the thought that you're putting into it and the effort that you're making. You know what I mean? But let's say you're not able to have a video, right? Financially, you just weren't able to put together a video, or you just didn't know anybody with a camera, whatever the case, right? Then if you're going to put like a still shot there, or you're going to put a thumbnail or something there, let that be something that's creative. You know what I mean? It's always about trying to the very best representation you possibly can, using what you have at your disposal. You know what I mean? So that's a case-by-case situation. You know what I mean? It all depends on the person, but everybody has the ability to really present something that's thought out. So no matter how much money you had, or no matter where you're at in your artistry, the viewer, the consumer, whatever, can look at it and be like, okay, well, I could tell this isn't expensive, but I could tell that they really put some effort into it. You know what I mean?
For sure. Definitely well said. Knowledge, it's great to have you once again. Thank you so much for joining us for today's online showcase. Last but certainly not least, he's the Vice President of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records. SHAWN, BARRON, welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online show. How are you, man?
I'm all good. How about you?
Awesome. It's great to have you, SHAWN. Thank you so much for joining us. You're the Vice President of A&R at Motown Capitol Records. What's it like to work at a record label like Motown Capitol Records?
It's just it's an honor. The legacy is rich. You got some of the greatest artists that have ever lived to come through that label. So it means a lot.
Awesome. And Sean, real quick, you've been in front of so many artists in the past, and like you said, it's a very iconic label, Motown Capitol Records. Any advice you could give some of the newer artists that are tuning in today that are thinking about joining the Coast to Coast Live Showcase?
Yeah, really the biggest thing is just to be consistent, you know? I feel like a lot of artists, they like start their journey and then they get frustrated and they quit. But the thing is, when it gets tough, is that's have to put the most energy into it and just keep going. So just be persistent about everything you do.
Awesome. Sean Barron, thank you so much for joining us for today's online showcase. That's our star lineup of judges. We have a great lineup of artists as well. At least 9 artists will be joining us today for today's event. Each of them submitted a song or a video which we'll display live, and we'll tune in live and view it alongside all 3 of the judges. Now today the judges are deciding whether or not to give each artist a pass or a no pass. Now if an artist gets at least 2 passes from the judges, that means they get a ticket to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship next year, where they get to compete for the $50,000 in grand prizes. So that's the goal for today. They want to get at least 2 passes from the judges. So we're going to kick this thing off with the first artist on the lineup. Up first, we have 2 Sadity. 2 Sadity, we do have your song that you submitted for us today. It is called Talkin', so let me go ahead and load this up, and we'll be right back.
For fun, she think that he's stuck, but that's some suckers, I'm his favorite one. Think I give a fuck, you must be dumb, cause I don't give out. Pop out with this nigga, make these bitches jaws drop. He eat my pussy till I come, now that's a headshot. You bitches ain't a bully, so that talking need to stop. I like to aim it at his forehead, turn on the green dot. If it ain't about no money, then you bitches get to stepping. If she claiming that we beefing, don't believe her, cause she capping. And I'm better than you, bitch, because I gaining what you lacking. If I had to choose a side, then the blue is what I'm repping.
Bitch, I'm really with the shit, so don't you ever get it twisted. If you got a couple bands, then I might let him lick it. Hit my phone like, can we kick it? Man, this nigga trippin'. If I ever lead you on, we'll get a chick, cause I be dipping. That like Jazzy, you the baddest. Took a spot, now she the maddest. She think to disrespect me, I'ma tee her like a savage. He be geeking when he see me, pussy do be steady smiling. I had to cut that nigga loose, cause he be motherfucking wildin'.
I stay rockin' by my lonely, I don't need no fake friends. Don't reply to mad hoes, cause them bitches just some fans. And I move in silence, baby, you would never know my plans. Stay the fuck up on my DM, you would never get a chance.
Look, I can't fuck with bummy bitches, I can't have them in my clique. If she ain't talking about no money, she could shut her fucking lips. He told me click the fuck a nigga, but he salty when he did. Bitch, if his pockets looking funny, he can't even get a kiss. I'm coach shooter, I really do it. Let me show you how to do these bitches claiming they don't like me. Watch them tee up to my music. How you mad cause you be wildin', so your nigga got to slide? How you screaming fuck the odds, but when they pop out, you be hiding?
I reverse the game on niggas, now these niggas wanna wife me. That's another reason why these bitches do not like me. They favorite fucking with me, now his bitches wanna fight me. I don't do the drama, but it's there, so do not try me. I like to be involved, so me bothered is unlikely. Never need a host because you niggas don't excite me. I had to understand that everybody ain't gon' like me, but I never hesitate to check a bitch like she a night. Super pretty bitch, I don't fight with my nails done. Pissing on these bitches, I'm just doing it for fun. She think that he's stuck, but that's some suckers, I'm his favorite one. Think I give a fuck, you must be dumb, cause I don't give out.
Bitch, I'm really with the shit, so don't you ever get it twisted. If you got a couple bands, then I might let him lick it. Hit my phone like, can we kick it? Man, this nigga trippin'. If I ever lead you on, we'll get a chip, cause I be dipping.
All right, everyone, so that was the first artist on the lineup. That was 2 Sadity with her song. Let's go right over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. We'll start things off. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of 2 Sadity and her song that she submitted?
This is a pass or no pass?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I thought the record was solid. Lyrically, I thought they delivered, even though it definitely could have been better. But I'm talking about as far as where they're at in their artistry, you could tell that they're still early on, still growing. So I thought they did a good job. I like the energy a lot. I like their voices. You know what I mean? I thought their voices sound good, both of them. And no one really outshined the other overwhelmingly. You know what I mean? There was a nice balance there. So for me, I think it's definitely a pass.
Awesome. Thank you for that knowledge. Getting your first pass from the judges to Saturday. Let's go right over to our next judge on the lineup. He's a Grammy Award-winning producer. ROCKWILDER, what were your thoughts of To Saturday and her song that she submitted?
I liked it. I like the song. You know what I'm saying? I think they go well together, like Marla said. You know what I'm saying? They really complement each other. Could have been a better song, with a hook, a little more uniform. We need that to attack it right now, but I'm pretty sure that they'll get that right. You know what I'm saying? But I like they had it. You know what I'm saying? They had it. You know what I'm saying? With a better song, they definitely would have just nailed it. You know what I'm saying? But I like the styles. I like the way the frequencies cut through the song. You know what I'm saying? That makes a lot of sense in this day and age. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, give him a pass. I like him.
Awesome. There you have it from ROCKWILDER, giving you your second pass for the judges. And with that, we'll go to our last judge on the lineup. He's the Vice President of A&R at Motown Capitol Records. SHAWN Barron, what were your thoughts of To Saturday and her song?
I think you pronounce it To Sadiddy. That's how you say it. But
okay.
I like them. I like them. I like.
Oh, we are losing you here for a second, Sean. Looks like we are losing you there for a second, Sean. We're going to try to reconnect with Sean real quick. So once again, SHAWN Barron, can you hear us? We got you now, Sean. I think you're muted. You got to unmute yourself, Sean. There you go.
Yep.
Can
you hear me?
Yeah, we got you now, Sean.
Okay. Yeah, it's To Sadiddy, but I like their energy. I don't feel like they needed a hook. I just like the energy of what they was doing. I like the back and forth. I felt like they complement each other well, so it's a pass.
Awesome. Thank you for that, SHAWN Barron. Looks like all the judges are agreeing. You got yourself 3 passes, and you are the first artist today that is going to the next round to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship next year, where you'll compete for $50,000 in grand prizes. Congrats once again. We'll see you live on stage next year. All right, guys, up next on the lineup, we have Six Boy Lucci. Six Boy Lucci, you are in the chat, so let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other 3 of the judges. All right, so Six Boy Lucci, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
What's up, man?
Captain, I can hear you guys just fine. How you doing, bro?
How's it going, brother? Where you from?
It's going good. I'm from San Diego, California, bro.
Awesome. Representing California. It's a pleasure to have you, man. And what's your social media so everyone can go ahead and go check you out?
My social media is 6boy Lucci, the number 6, BOYLUCCI_.
All right.
Come on, bro.
And what is that? That's on Instagram or Facebook?
Yeah, that's my Instagram.
Hey, hold on.
Number 6,
Turn big bro up.
BOYLUCCI.
Hey, best rapper in Diego. No cap, nigga. No cap.
All right, that's what's up. Now, tell us a little bit about your song here. It's called My Wrist. What is this all about? What are we about to watch?
Well, see, My Wrist, bro, is like, I really feel like in the rap world, bro, you got to be really like, it's almost biblical. You know what I mean? Like, this song, My Wrist, was originally recorded 2 years ago. And in that song, I'm speaking things into existence. I'm speaking on things that we didn't know were going to be here today that are here today. I'm also representing my struggle in an honest way. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like, it shows lyricism, but at the same time, it got melody involved in it. It's very diverse. I'm showing that I could, not just be one artist. I'm able to reach on separate genres at the same time, and I'm open to change and grow.
All right, dope. So let's go ahead. Let's take a listen. This is Six Boy Lucci with his song, My Wrist. Let me load this up. We'll be right back.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Niggas talking ain't about that shit. Ay, yeah. I might take a nigga bitch. I might pull up with a stick. Niggas talking ain't about that shit. I blew a bag on my wrist, yeah. I might take a nigga bitch. I might pull up with a stick. Niggas talking ain't about that shit. I blew a bag on my wrist, yeah. I'm Mr. Blow out her spleen, beat cases and stay clean. Mr. Give her a wet dream, then hit it till she cream. Smoking this young dro, Glock make him shoulder lean. Turn a nigga to a ghost, leave his brains on the seat. I'm annoyed at having convos with the Holy Spirit. Trying to transition to a boss from a local menace. Trying to rearrange my paradigm and duck the interference. Properly allocate my spare time or see them cash benefits. Ooh, mentally these niggas' growth is stunning. Constantly blunting, gave up on their dreams and said fuck it. I'm constantly tucking fat heat cause dying ain't nothing. They constantly stunting till niggas plotting the repercussion. Call the fire department, this nigga stay spitting heat. I'd rather be in some cheeks than in the pen being me. They only on half the month, man these niggas too weak. When I'm fucking they bitch, the only time I turn the other cheek. I might take a nigga bitch, I might pull up with a stick. Niggas talking ain't about that shit. I blew a bag on my wrist, yeah. I might take a nigga bitch. I might pull up with a stick. Niggas talking ain't about that shit. I blew a bag on my wrist, yeah. Nigga, I'm outside thugging. You niggas bluffing. Y'all need a badge and a uniform, man. You niggas stay cuffing. Shout out my niggas in the pen, busting spreads, steady buffing. Nigga ain't shit changed. Y'all ain't missing out on nothing. See the game from the bird's eye view. Who would've knew? That nigga sitting right next to you. Can't wait till your career through. You adapt to die, but still I'ma stay true. My only fear is of getting shot by the boys in blue. Fuck with a chosen few. I feel this real shit overdue. Used to trap on the avenue and Mac with an attitude. When you reach that latitude, they rarely show gratitude. I'm about to relapse to my old ways and show them what this hammer do. I might take a nigga bitch. I might pull up with a stick. Niggas talking ain't about that shit. I blew a bag on my wrist, yeah. I might take a nigga bitch. I might pull up with a stick. Niggas talking ain't about that shit. I blew a bag on my wrist, yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Six Boy Lucci with his song that he submitted for us today. Let's go right over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. We'll start this one off. He's a Grammy Award-winning producer, ROCKWILDER. We'll start off with you. What were your thoughts of Six Boy Lucci and his song?
I like that joint, man. I like the hook. Really did it for me. The hook of the music did it. You know what I'm saying? He was spitting in the verses. You know what I'm saying? You know, the verses was cool, but you know, he definitely got skills. You know, spitting. I think sometimes when he was jumbling up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I think he might want to improve on that. You know, with the words and stuff like that. But I like his flow. But what sold me was that hook and that music, man. Like when he did that hook and that music fell into it, it just made it addictive. You know what I'm saying? It made it real addictive. You know what I'm saying? But you know, when you flowing like that over a track like that, just make sure you know you obey some of the rules. But you was definitely spitting. I was following what you was doing. You know what I'm saying? So you know, but that hook and that beat, when that hook came in and that beat came in, it just made it like a record that you hear on the radio. Like you just want to hear it. You just want to keep hearing it. Like when they come on the radio, you'll turn it up. You won't turn the radio. You'll hear it. You know what I'm saying? So I like it. I like the joint. I like it. I give it a pass.
Awesome. There you have it. From our first judge on the lineup, ROCKWILDER giving you your first pass from the judges. Let's go over to the next judge on the lineup. He's the VP of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, you'll be up next. What were your thoughts of Six Boy Lucci and his song?
Yeah, I felt like he had good melody in the hook. I felt like he chose a dope beat. I like what he's doing. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you now.
Yeah, no, I said I felt like he had dope melody in his beat. Dope melody in his hook. I like the beat. Of course, I always feel like the verses could be a little bit stronger, but I like what he's doing, so I'm gonna pass it.
All right, there you have it from Sean Barron, giving you your second pass from the judges. And with that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's an A&R director over at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what were your thoughts of Six Boy Lucci and his song?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that, you know, like the other two judges, I think he did a really good job with the record and the video. He felt comfortable on the record. You know, he didn't feel like he was just starting out. So I feel like he knows who he is as an artist. He feels comfortable in his lane. The melodies were there, production was there, hook verse structure was there. For sure, it's a pass.
All right, there you have it. From all three of the judges agreeing, you got yourself 3 passes today. Six Boy Lucci, congratulations. You're the next one to head to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship next year, where you're going to compete for the $50,000 in grand prizes. Thanks once again. We'll see you live on stage next year. All right, guys. Next up on the lineup, we have Young Warlord. Young Warlord, we do have you in the chat. Let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other 3 of the judges. All right, so Young Warlord, can you hear us?
Hey, what's good? I'm here.
What's up, man? How's it going? Where are you from?
I'm from Calgary, Canada. I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Awesome. Representing Canada. It's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you for joining us today. What's your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
Young Warlord, YUNGWARLXRD. I got Instagram, Facebook, and just your basic SoundCloud and YouTube for my mainstream media.
Awesome. And it's all that handle that you just gave us, right?
Yeah.
Okay, dope. Now tell us a little bit about your song that you submitted today. The process of perfecting art into a craft. Official music video. What is this all about? What are we about to watch?
So this song initially started, everybody said I wasn't good enough, didn't sound dope enough, didn't have the right beat makers, my mixing mastering was off. So you know what I decided? I'm going to give them a song. I make Audacity tracks, man. I got Audacity. This microphone right here, it's not even a microphone. I make shit with that. I'm just me. This song resembles who I am, what I got, and what I'm about. That's what the process of perfecting art into a craft is about.
All right, dope. That's real dope right there. This is Young Warlord with his official music video. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
Much love.
So, apparently people been saying that I cannot rap. I'm gonna be the one to do her, maybe go up on that Europe tour. At this point in time, I'm feeling like a motherfucking entrepreneur. I'm moving on this wave, but you know that it isn't my typical maneuver. You don't think that I'm a doer, but I know that I'll pursue her. I'm feeling like a damn intruder lyrically in my battle cruiser. Yeah, I got it all figured out in a theory like a Martin Luther. I'm fighting all these battles in my head, now I'm starting to feel like a trooper. I wanna rise up another level so that I can feel a little bit through the process of perfecting art into a craft, and I'm taking this journey, I'm writing the map. No need to go slow because I'm learning fast, and the lab is where my personalities clash. I love all these beats and the way the bass crash. Endless ideas, they all start to mash. That's why I gotta make all of this last. See, patience is key when perfecting a craft. I just wanna walk my dreams, doing my warlord screams. I know what I have to do to make all of my dreams come true. Whoa, I'm feeling like I'm on my groove. That's the way Young Warlord moves. Hey, a bitch, who the fuck is you? Giving me this attitude. I know that I'm different than you. Sorry, didn't mean to be rude. I'm sitting in the studio with my crew, spitting words that only contain the fucking truth. Now I'm standing on the stage, keeping you so hyped as we raise up the motherfucking roof. Maybe I should find me a bad bitch, hopefully not a ratchet, but I'll still smash it. Soon I'll be cashing, just with my passion. I'm making it happen, the surface I'm tapping, the verses just happen. Feels like I'm trapping, the booties I'm smacking, the hoes I be macking, the flows that I'm mashing. Cash I be cashing, always attacking, but never lacking. Follow my plan, soon I will be stacking. Rise with my passions when you are crashing. The process of perfecting art into a craft, and I'm taking this journey, I'm writing the map. No need to go slow because I'm learning fast, and the lab is where my personalities clash. I love all these beats and the way the bass crash. Endless ideas, they all start to mash. That's why I gotta make all of this last. The patience is key when perfecting a craft. The process of perfecting art into a craft, and I'm making these changes, I'm making it fast. So we'll win every race and you come in dead last. Grammatically changing up every contrast. Try fighting this war and I bet you won't last. Don't piss me off or I'll eat you your mom's ass. I'm being me and I'm having a blast, perfecting my words while you skip out on class. The definition of divergence implied it is urgent to pick up my pad and pen portrait these verses. 23 years has gone past and I still haven't found out my purpose. Was it all worth it? I got so many questions in so little time, but don't dwell in the church. I find that I can't just get through every day by writing these rhymes and these verses. I can't be the only one questioning fate. Will you kick me out at the heavenly gate because of the days that I had to face pain? Guess you could say there's a lot on my plate. Reppin' my YC, I see all the gain. We got them bars, light it up like propane. We got them blunts, smoke it up like Cobain.
All right, everyone, so that was Young Warlord with his song and his music video that he submitted for us today. Let's go over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. We'll start this one off. He's the VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of Young Warlord and his song?
I thought this one was just okay. It needed a little bit more work from me, flow-wise, just content-wise, song structure-wise, so I'm going to give it a no pass.
All right, there you have it from Sean Barron, no pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go over to the next judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's a Grammy award-winning producer. ROCKWILDER, what were your thoughts of Young Warlord and his video that he submitted?
Young Warlord, man, I think I'm really happy that I experienced, music on all levels of entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like his music and his style, like, it's something new. It's something like, it kind of reminds me like a Marilyn Manson type thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like the Marilyn Manson, the trap music or something. I could definitely see him having a cult following. You know what I'm saying? Just really like marketing his craft, and just being behind it and believing it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like certain tracks that you that you hear, even though it might not, fit what you do, you still hear the idea of what that is. You know what I'm saying? And I see a fan base for that joint. I see a big fan base for that joint like that. Like Triple Extastion or whatever his name is, Extastion or something like that. Like, so I see him rocking like a cult following, man. I give him a pass. I think it's good.
Thank you for that very much for that. ROCKWILDER giving you your first pass from the judges. So you have one pass and one no pass, which means we need a tiebreaker. It's all up to our last judge on the lineup. He's the A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, it's all up to you. What were your thoughts of Young Warlord and his song?
So yeah, I mean, I actually agree with both judges in a way. It's like, for me, the record itself was okay. It did need a lot of work to me, to agree with what Sean was saying. But also, I hear what ROCKWILDER was saying as far as like the idea of what he was doing. You know what I mean? I think that he just didn't nail it with the execution. You get what I'm saying? So I think the idea of what he's trying to do just needs to be worked on some more. It needs to be cultivated and like really worked on as far as like just the overall sound. And then he can get to, what ROCKWILDER was talking about as far as like having the cult following and things like that. And I understand the Marilyn Manson connection. You know what I mean? Like I get what he was saying, but for now I'm gonna give it a no pass. I just feel like execution wise, he just didn't land it yet. And that's just gonna come with time probably.
Gotcha. Thank you for that. Knowledge. No pass, unfortunately, from Knowledge from the judges. So it's a no pass today because you got two no passes from two judges. Well, Young Warlord, check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges on areas you can improve on. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope to see you again on a future showcase. All right, guys, up next on the lineup, we have YM Man Man. YM Man Man, let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, so YM Man Man, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
What's going on, man? Where you from?
Bro, I'm from Philly, uptown. No.
Representing Philly, it's a pleasure to have you. And what's your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check out your stuff?
Y'all go follow me on everything at YM Minman. That's all, like, and I'm ready to turn y'all up. Like, you know, I got a lot of music. Usually I got the vibes, like, you know, little full songs, but my other song, it was a freestyle, so I had to send something else, but it's cool too. So now this another freestyle. I make one take to show people I got bars. Cause you know, like, usually when you making vibe songs, everything is really lyrical. So it's a little switch up, little freestyle.
Gotcha. Yeah. So the song you submitted, yeah, you said one take freestyle. So this is just you in the booth freestyling.
Yeah, just turning you up real quick. You feel me?
All right, dope. So let's go. Let's take a listen. This is YM Man with one take freestyle. Let me load this up. We'll be right back.
All right, catch up.
I'm in a trap with the kilos, but I done a block is a free throw. They gon' follow and copy my stilo. They gon' take it and say it's original. I been trapping for this, now my heart cold. Get a brill, let it flip like a narco. And these bitches be burning like charcoal. But I only got one rule, doing full. Cause these niggas be camping, they won't shoot. They just sit there and talk what they gon' do. Say they ball, but they shake at the free throw. They gon' rate it and settle for plea deals. But I'm deep in the trap that they meetin'. They just bump my rough, can't see him. No, we can't get no girl, I don't want that. Got them locking the suckers, they won't rap. They just want us to tell we can do that. We grew up in the trap with shooters. For that bitch in the front of the cruise shit. Damn, capping all of this true shit. I been rapping, I think I'm improving. If them bitches, they bail, let them choose them. Niggas mad cause we know who they choosing. When I guess now my confidence boosted. I don't rap, I just go get it shooting. Got some cash, get my man, she gon' lose it. I go dumb as a bitch, I go stupid. Got the drum with the clip and some music. So my block is just sound like orchestra. You gon' die if you try, go to world us. I ain't rapping for real, I'm just warming up. And I get to that Benji like armor trucks. In the chat with OG, be jugging. I just walk out the band, need to fucking. Can't be second to last, I'm coming. Man, that little bitch trying like a bungee. Cause last we that bitch and won me. I was down bad and in front of me. Now I'm going bad, who in front of me? So she like my predecessor's confident. Grew up in the Ville, wasn't nothing sweet. Trying to get the deal, they ain't signing me. Be a millionaire, what I'm trying to be. I came in, talking about no sweet. Hit a millionaire and just watching bleed. I was snapping out, bet he tired of me. I got fed up and started wild and sick. Talking about his beat, I just bodied him. Matter of fact, I ain't even done yet. I'ma trap hard to the sunset. In the back hall, we was rumbling. Put a mask on, here I come, bitch. They get bad, dog, you don't want this. You thought they talk, but they know shit. I just fucking shorty and recorded it. You wanna see the Ville, or that's drum? That was drum? Huh? Real shit? You know what? Fuck it. Gotta hop on the stage and perform shit. You can't trap and then go to the Forbes list. They get mad you coolin' up off them. You been trapping for days, you been knowing shit. You said you got them rings like you Jordan. You be up on the stage, you performing. When you doing your thing, you ignore them. They got something to say, but it's bullshit. They just sit there and talk, they ain't doing shit. Man, that nigga ain't hard, he ain't doing shit. I been pulling this curse like a magic man. I been chasing this money, I'm trapping shit. On the block, you can't stop to be activists. Whew. This joint done?
All right, everyone. So that was YM Man with his song and his video that he submitted for us today. Let's go over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. We'll start off. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, we'll start off with you. What were your thoughts of YM Man and his video?
I mean, I thought the song was okay. You know, obviously, like you said in the beginning, it was more like a freestyle type of vibe than a song itself. So you know, there's no hook. But I think he was rapping. It sounded like he had something to say. You know what I mean? Usually rappers from Philly, you know, always come hard, like aggressive. So I love the energy that he had. I felt like a lot of times throughout the song, you couldn't really hear what he was saying. The words did sound a little mumbled, like he needed to take his time a little more and pronounce his words so you could really hear what he was saying. And I think lyrically he still has to grow, you know what I'm saying? But he seems young, so it's like, it feels like he's still just trying to find himself as an artist. So like, I think he has a ton of potential. I think just right now, based on what we just saw, it's a no pass. But that's not indicative of like talent. That's just more, like I said, because he's still just starting out. So he's still got a lot of work to do, but definitely a lot of potential.
Thank you very much for that knowledge. No pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go over to the next judge. He's the vice president of A&R at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, what were your thoughts of YM Man Man and his song?
I love this energy. I like the video that you put together. I understand like your Philly draw. That's how y'all speak. So, I get it. I feel it's a pass. Well, first of all, it's a pass for me. I feel like you got a ton of potential. Once you like really like learn how to put songs together and add the hooks in and all that, it's gonna be a problem. So keep it going.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Sean Barron, giving you your first pass from the judges. So once again, we have one pass and one no pass. It's all up to our last judge on the lineup. He's a Grammy award-winning producer, Rockwilder. It's all up to you. You're the tiebreaker. What did you think of YM Man Man and his song?
I like him, man. Dude is hungry, man. That's a hungry dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even for, of course, like it was a freestyle, so you was definitely going for broke. You know what I'm saying, on the track. But it was like it was like so much hunger in the verse, and like, even for the stuff I didn't understand, it's kind of like I kind of put your word there that I didn't understand. I was just like, damn, nigga, like he hungry, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, of course, I know you got put out there and have to do a freestyle. And I know you'll have it ready by the contest. So, but the hunger, man, that little nigga hungry, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he, I don't know, it just resonated with me. It rocked with me. Like, I was really liking the dude. Like, his potential is like 1,000, you know what I'm saying? 1,100, you know what I'm saying? his potential, like, he's going for something, you know what I'm saying? So, I gotta give him a pass, man. That's a lot of will. That's a lot of hunger. That's a lot of everything, man. Like, big up to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to get it. You know what I'm saying? He's going for it.
Awesome. Thank you very much for that. Rockwilder giving you the save with your second pass. Congratulations, YM Man Man. You are headed to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship next year, where you'll compete for the $50,000 in grand prizes. Congrats once again. We'll see you live on stage next year. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Nova. Now, Nova, let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, so Nova, can you hear us? What's up, man? How's it going? Where are you from, brother?
What's up, guys? I'm from New Orleans.
Representing New Orleans. It's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you for joining us today. And what's your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check out your stuff?
You can check me on Instagram, Skypitch Nova, or skypitchrecords.com. Facebook /Hey Nove. That's HEYNOVAE. Subsidiary of my alias. So it's very meaningful. It's just not an average word, so a lot of behind it.
All right, dope. Now tell us a little bit about the song you submitted today, Sky Pitch Records. Nova, what is this all about? What are we about to listen to?
All right, man, this is a snippet. It's one of its Sunshine. It's pretty much about a moral code of personal experience as a childhood survivor of cancer. So it's the video. The song itself is a freestyle, but I do all mechanicals and my own mind, so I don't really write. I just develop it over time. So this song is about cancer, children with cancer kind of fighting back and trying to overcome that moral negativity throughout schools, being bullied, things like that. As from personal experience, it's kind of wanting to pull the betterment out of somebody as they grow and develop. It's like, I hope you learned a lesson, pretty much. It is a freestyle. It's one out of around 200 songs that I pulled and kind of got inspired with to develop 20 songs for my Glass Rose EP, which is now an album. So about a year it took to develop the majority of it. So.
Okay, awesome. So let's go ahead. Let's take a listen. This is Nova with the song. Let me load up his video. We'll be right back. All right, everyone. So that was Nova with his song that he submitted for us today. Let's go right over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. We'll start things off. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, we'll start off with you. What were your thoughts of Nova and his song that he submitted?
So for me, that felt like a demo record to me. It felt like one of those records where a writer gives it to you and they didn't really put words to it. They just kind of put the melodies to it and they want the artist to fill in the words. So it did feel like a fire demo track, to be honest with you, because I did hear some really good melodies in there. I don't know if he was actually saying words. I couldn't really understand anything that was said throughout the song. So it did just feel like he was humming melodies throughout it, which felt like a fire demo, like an unfinished record though. So for that reason, I can't give it a pass because it didn't feel complete to me. But it did feel like it had potential.
All right, there you have it from Knowledge. Thank you very much for that. No pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go over to the next judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's a Grammy Award-winning producer. ROCKWILDER, what were your thoughts of Nova and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, it had a good melody. The track was dope. It was hard for me to understand some of the stuff. But it had a great melody and it had good music. You know, I think if I would have probably, the subject matter that he was kicking was that he explained, I was ready to, really, hear what he was saying. I couldn't really understand it. It's kind of complicated because I like the melody and I like the music a lot. I just wish probably I would have understood it. And the fact that I couldn't understand it, I guess the whole point of what he was saying, was hard for me to understand, so I couldn't really get it. And I don't think I could listen to a record and hear the melody being good and then the beat being good and then not really understanding too much of the vocal. I want to give it a pass, but it's like if it would have been clearer, it would have been a solidified pass. If I would have heard the vocal a little bit better and understood a little bit better. In fact, I couldn't understand it. That's probably the reason why I can't give it a pass. You know what I'm saying? But I want to give it a pass, but I didn't understand it. I couldn't get it. So unfortunately, no pass.
Thank you for that, ROCKWILDER. No pass, unfortunately, from the second judge on the lineup. Let's go over to the last judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's the VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records. SHAWN Barron, what do you think of Nova and his song? Oh, Sean, you are muted. Go ahead, unmute yourself so we can hear you.
Yeah, I mean, same as the guys. Amazing melody, amazing beats. I even like the switch up at the end. Honestly, if you would have had the right words in there, it almost felt like it could have been a hit record, but there were no words. Yeah, and that's a big problem. So you have great start to it, but the execution to bring it to the finish line is not there. So I got to give it a no pass.
Thank you for that, SHAWN Barron. No pass, unfortunately, from the three judges today, Nova. But check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of them on areas you can improve on and what they thought about your song. Thanks again for joining us today, Nova. We hope to see you again on a future showcase. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Emperor 401. Let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, so Emperor 401, can you hear us? And we'll try this again. Emperor 401, you are in the chat room. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's up, man? How's it going? Where are you from?
I'm fine. I'm from Morocco. I guess I'm the only one here from Morocco.
Representing Morocco. It's a pleasure to have you, man, overseas. Thank you so much for joining us all the way from Morocco. What's your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check out your stuff?
Well, first of all, I'm originally from Morocco, but I'm based in Europe. I'm not even in Morocco.
Gotcha.
On my Instagram, I only have Instagram, which is Emperor 401. It's the number.
Now I do see the way your name is in the chat. It's Emperor _401. Is that the same for Instagram?
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, and what's your Facebook? Do you have a Twitter or you just have an Instagram?
I have a Facebook, but I don't post anything about my music. And actually, the music that I'm sharing today with you is the only music I have online on any platform. I do recording, but only for myself to listen to it with the guys and stuff.
Gotcha.
So I don't share.
So go ahead and tell us a little bit about this song. It's called Have You Ever? What is this all about?
Yeah.
What are we about to listen to?
So I used to write some music, but I never wrote a whole song. I only write like 16 bars by 16 bars. But the day on which the George Floyd was killed, I felt fired up to write something about anti-racism and how we should all be together. Understand? We have to be equal. There is no race or nothing that can separate us from each other because we all have that connection, which is the humanity. We have to be human beings. So, and because also I'm African and I had those moments in my life when I was treated with racism. Even though you can see my skin isn't like black or something, but just because I'm from Africa, I got to be treated just the same way. Maybe this is the point that I wanted to let the people know. I wanted to share my point of vision on that. So I wrote it, and it was my first song only 2 days after his death. May his soul rest in peace. I wrote this whole song, and I went and I recorded, and everything was standard because I don't go to studios or something like this. I make my own beats, even though this beat I just found it on YouTube. But for other songs, I just made them, write, and do everything by myself, even the artworks and everything.
All right, awesome. Well, let's go ahead. Let's take a listen. This is Emperor with his song, Have You Ever? Let me load up his video. We'll be right back.
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say that's the bad guy. No? All that make you, you're not good. You just know how to hide. Me, I don't have that problem. Now say good night to the bad guy.
Have a good night, bad guy. Put the wig on and start a race fight. Cut the crap, stop depression, doesn't take a measure to be a human being, cause all lives matter. I have balls to speech my thoughts. If you don't just cut off your tongue. 32 years later I came to finish what was started by Ice Cube. This time it ain't about one fucking pig. The whole system is led by some freak. Orange ain't the new black. Gohan, so sorry about that. Orange man hate blacks and that's a fact. Speaking about change and raising the US flag, all it does is pulling it back. The fuck screwing the humanity and want us to hold back. Here is my dick, you can suck it. How about that? Have you ever seen a bird that hates to fly? A white dog that won't bite. Ever seen the president using his mind? The black dude with more privilege than a white. Have you ever felt scared cause you're gonna lose even before you start the fight? Escape just by seeing a blue light. Escape just by seeing a blue light. Maybe I will get locked after what I've just said, but I don't mind, at least I stand for what it seems right. Point your fingers to me, I'm the bad guy. Oh shoot, let's go to the hood. I'm a white cop, so I got the right to kill a black dude. Who the fuck are you to decide whom to kill from who? Bad cops suit up just to look me. Put the suit down, let's see who will chase who. Had to become the president just to show the whole world that you are a douche. Didn't you wrote a single word to be amused. This whole song is an abuse, damn right. I'm young but I ain't 13 years old, so this time I will be banging you. Life isn't a book, you can't just turn up the page. With this rage we're gonna force a new age. Have you ever seen a bird that hates to fly? A white dog that won't bite. Ever seen the president using his mind? The black dude with more privilege than a white. Have you ever felt scared cause you're gonna lose even before you start the fight? Escape just by seeing a blue light. Escape just by seeing a blue light.
All right, everyone. So that was Emperor with his song that he submitted for us today. Let's go over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. We'll start things off. He's a Grammy Award-winning producer. ROCKWILDER, you'll be up first. What did you think of Emperor 401 and his song?
I like the tone. I like the idea of the what he was saying. I just feel like the song needed to be a little bit more uniformed. With a message like that, kind of cross your T's and dot your I's. But he has a good voice. You know what I'm saying? Definitely international. But I've heard songs, from different parts of the world, and there's still a certain type of structure that you have to the record. With every culture that you hear, there's always a different ways, the 16, the even lines, the stuff like that. Sometimes when it goes off like that and you're just trying to get the sentence out and it goes to the next beat, kind of confuses the song a little bit. It takes people out of the groove of the song, even though if you got a strong message, but he has a good voice. He has a lot of potential to make a record, but just obey the structures of a song. You know what I'm saying? I think that's something that, there's no escape from that. You have to obey the structure of the actual song. And the standard template of that is the 16, 16, 16, hook, hook, hook. And, sometimes if it's a 20 or the hook is going a little bit too far into the next line, and you got to really be careful with that. I would just say, be a little bit more uniform with your words and a little bit uniform with the structure of the standard song to stay safe when you come with a message like that. Can't give it a pass, but great voice, what I'm saying, good message. And, the idea that you even took the chance to even do it, what I'm saying, the bravery is just in jumping out. So the fact that you want to do it, this is what you want to do, just, take the constructive criticism, and just come back and just, and just come with it, because you got some things there. You just needed a more uniform song.
Thank you very much for that, ROCKWILDER. Definitely some great advice there from our first judge on the lineup. Unfortunately, it was a no pass from him. Let's go over to the next judge on the lineup. He's the VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records, SHAWN BARRON. What were your thoughts of Emperor 401 and his song?
Yeah, I agree with Rock on everything he said. Just working on your flow, really studying the game. I like your beat selection. I felt like that was dope. But yeah, just stand in pocket and really delivering your concept and your message is the big thing that you need to work on. So it's gonna be a no pass.
All right, thank you for that, SHAWN BARRON. And with that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what were your thoughts of Emperor and his song?
Yeah, I agree with the judges. I mean, I think, of course, the message was amazing. It's definitely needed. But more than anything, it was the execution, meaning just the delivery, staying in pocket, those type of things that he needs to work on to make the song just overall more cohesive and just feel more like a song and make it more recitable. So it'll be no pass for me today.
Thank you for that, Knowledge. Well, looks like you got agreements amongst the judges. No pass today, Emperor 401. But check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. Thanks again for joining us, Emperor. We hope to see you again on a future showcase. All right, guys, up next on the lineup, we have Alberto. Alberto, let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, so Alberto, can you hear us? What's up, man? Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Awesome. How's it going? Where are you from, man?
I'm from Potsdam, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. It's a pleasure to have you. What's your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check out your stuff?
Yes, my social media is the Alberto Armando.
And what is that on? That's on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook?
Instagram.
Okay. Do you have a Twitter or Facebook?
Yes, I have a Twitter also. That's Alberto Armando as well.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So tell us a little bit about this song you submitted today, The Chosen One. What is it all about? What are we about to listen to?
The Chosen One is accepting my talents, accepting everything that God has given me. Basically, everything I've been through, like I start out the song like what I've been through, my pain and suffering, and it just goes from there. And I just realized these things happen to me for a reason, and why I did music, why I do rapping, why I do what I do, and to help inspire people as well through it.
Okay, awesome. So let's go ahead, let's take a listen. This is The Chosen One with Alberto. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
Make my legend known. Warrior limping through all the pain that was given. The loss of blood couldn't stop my life force from living. I always fight the battles that always seem forbidden. As long as I'm still alive, liberty will never be hidden. I've ridden all the poison given to me within me by using the sands of time and the flow of destiny. Took time to invest in me, every form of weaponry. Combine the flow of the gods and every nuclear energy. Ninjas join with clans to attack me with swords in hand. Since I was more than man, can never learn to comprehend. Rhyme my fears out like I'm Shakespeare with the pen. They start out comedic, then come to a tragic end. Their knees on my bars, I finally learned to bend. I learned to KO men 100 men times 10. Run a Game of Thrones dragon from the lion's den. I defied the gods and the odds last time, I'll do it again. I'm the chosen one of this generation. The chosen one to lead all these nations. The chosen one riding in a bench crusading. The chosen one, you'll never see me failing. Have the power to combine both Tokyo and Italy. Have the mafia's history fused with the samurai chivalry. Wasting more bullets in the John Wick trilogy. The Spielberg of your movies. Let me rewrite your history. Print and punch you from existence like I lead the listing. Stole Thanos' gauntlet, snapped you off from existence. Had me sipping on a banana peel on both my heels. A 360 cartwheel and kill Achilles with my heel. Managed to make the moon kneel with an Armstrong. Show my weakness in the skies, they're all long gone. Coming brave, unscathed while wearing the SHAWN. Attack me in both Hong Kong with Godzilla and King Kong. Learn to combine both Judah and Nation of Islam. Shoot flames out my palms and cook some filet mignon. Broken bones from the end zone. Now y'all hating? I studied the art of sweetness. Thanks, Walter Payton. I'm the chosen one of this generation. The chosen one to lead all these nations. The chosen one riding in a bench crusading. The chosen one, you'll never see me failing. The magic that I'm mastering is really the coolest. Wielding a wooden rubus with the power of Anubis. Hid hatred in the mouth, now you can see it all toothless. Scientists are wondering, how'd this man do this? A gladiator, Russell Crowe to make my muscles grow. Blood rain to my name to make my whole legend known. Suffered hideous wounds that make even Medusa turn to stone. Shove the bars in their mouth to have their whole mind blown. 1 billion hits in an hour on everyone's iPhone. See me and create a cipher ever since I was in diapers. Covering agents meant to send their best snipers. Every inch of brain damage made me even more wiser. Done dating my destiny, time for me to wife her and buy a ring to control other sorts of diamond rings. Channel I enter Simba and become the one true king. I'm the archangel that finally earned his wings. I'm the chosen one of this generation. The chosen one to lead all these nations. The chosen one riding in a bench crusading. The chosen one, you'll never see me failing. He's ready.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Alberto with his song that he submitted for us today. Let's go over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. We'll start things off. He's the vice president of A&R at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts about Alberto and his song?
Just need a lot of work. You're still in the beginning of your career, so really just the same thing as last. Structure, wordplay, just everything needs to be way better. So it's a no pass for me.
All All right, thank you for that, Sean Barron. No pass, unfortunately, from the first judge on the lineup. Let's go over to the next judge. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what did you think of Alberto and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, I agree with Sean. I think, still feels early. So a lot he needs to learn about how to make a record. I just felt like he was offbeat a lot of times throughout the record. So the beat, the way it came on before he got on it, it felt like, it may be something, but he definitely needs to learn how to stay on beat and ride the beat and stay in pocket. But yeah, there's other elements of just making a song that he needs to learn. So for me today, it'll be a no pass.
Thank you very much for that, Knowledge. No pass from the second judge on the lineup. Let's go over to the last judge. He's a Grammy Award-winning producer, ROCKWILDER. What were your thoughts of Alberto and his song?
Knowledge and Sean. Ain't too much to say. No pass for me, too.
There you have it from ROCKWILDER. Thank you for that. All three of the judges agreeing no pass today, Alberto. But check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. Thanks again for joining us. We hope to see you again on a future showcase. All right, guys, we've reached our last artist of the lineup. Last up, we have The World Without Us. The World Without Us. Let me go ahead and bring you guys on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, so The World Without Us. How's it going, man?
How's it going? Good. How are you?
Good. Where are you from?
I live in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Lincoln, Nebraska. Awesome. It's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh,
what is your social media so everyone can check you out?
Yeah, for sure. So it's The World Without Us Band. It's going to be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
Awesome. And it's The World Without Us Band at the end, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So tell us a little bit about this song you submitted for us today. It's called Six Become One. What is this all about?
Yeah, so like a year and a half ago, I went through a pretty gnarly colon cancer scare. I don't have colon cancer, but the realizations that I had throughout that process of waiting to find out rocked my boat and changed my life forever. And so since then, I've been writing and recording a record that's almost done. And it explores concepts like what it means to be alive, trying to be the best human I can, nature of reality. And so this song really explores blending of family. We have 4 kids in the house. My fiance, Shay, she has 1 and I have 3. And so, life is short. And in my experience, family is 100% all you have and it's everything. And so this song is really just about Shay being the gravity that I've been missing my entire life and my family's been needing. So.
Awesome. So let's go ahead. Let's take a listen. This is The World Without Us with Six Become One. Let me load this up. We'll be right back. All right, everyone. So that was The World Without Us. That was his song that he submitted for us today. Let's go right over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. We'll start off. He's a Grammy Award-winning producer. ROCKWILDER, we'll start off with you. What did you think of The World Without Us and his song?
World Without Us song was, you know, I love that. I love the hook part. I wish the EQ of the grit part in the vocal part could have been EQ'd a little better. It sounded pushed past the red, but I don't know if I'm speaking in perfect terms about that type of music. But I do. I hear that music as well, and I just wish it could have been EQ'd a little better. The hook was a very addictive hook. Like even when I stopped the music, it sounds like it was still in my head. You know, just wish the mix could have been a little better. You know, definitely going against the grain with originality, and you know, it's a solid song for the genre of music that's that in, like the potential of it. You know, you have to, you know, you have to say that for the potential of the song, although it could have been mixed a little better, you know, I give it a pass because I like the hook. The hook was very addictive. You know, I kind of want to see you. Kind of want to see how you're going to do this on this stage, going for 50,000 with a whole band going on there, rock going against a whole bunch of hip hop artists. But I'm just going to put you in the wolves. I'm gonna put you in the den with the wolves and just give you a pass because I like this. I don't know the song. If the song would have been mixed a little better, you know, I still heard the song. I heard the idea of the song. I gotta give it a pass. It's one of them songs. I'm still gonna be humming that melody at the hook when everything goes off in the house. I'm still gonna be like, it's gonna stay in my head. So I give it a pass, man. I'm gonna put you in the den with the wolves, man.
ROCKWILDER.
I hope there's room on stage. I hope there's room on stage for your band. And I hope when you jump in the crowd to catch you.
There you go, ROCKWILDER calling you out, man. You better start crowd surfing when you get to the final stage. Giving you your first pass from the judges from ROCKWILDER. Let's go over to the next judge on the lineup. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what were your thoughts of The World Without Us and his song that he submitted?
So for me, I mean, the song, it felt good as far as like, obviously that's not my type of music that I really work with, but you know, just listening to different types of music, it felt in pocket with what that was. From my perspective, I didn't understand, like, you know, I understood six turns, I forget the title, six into one or something like that, and I understood what he was saying about the family, the 4 kids, him and his girls, so that's 6 of them equal to 1. But then when the song came on, it felt like a whole nother vibe. Like, I didn't know if he was killing somebody on that joint. I didn't know what was going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I thought it was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, really. I was thinking about leather.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The energy of the song felt so crazy that I was like, oh, is this about his family? Like, I didn't know what was going on. So, I mean, for me, like, it's not my, like I said, it's not my genre of music. Like, you know, rock, like, I feel like he would be more equipped to give an answer. So he says pass. I'm gonna say no pass for me because I'm gonna leave it in Sean's hands. So it's all up to Sean Barron, who I used to intern for back.
That there you go, Sean. You got knowledge.
Knowledge is
you
an animal,
out,
bro.
Let's take it to Atlantic Records, y'all.
Knowledge is an animal, man.
Let's take it to Motown and let's take it to Motown.
Well, there you have it. It's all up to our last judge. He's the VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records, Sean Barron. It's tossed to you. What were your thoughts of The World Without Us?
I mean, I feel the same way that both of the guys feel. Listen, I'm not the most well versed in this. It's not really my thing. But I liked what you said the message was. I didn't really get that through the music. But I like certain parts of the song, so I'm gonna give you a pass.
Awesome. There you have it. Sean Barron.
He's going into the den with the wolves, y'all. He's going with the wolves.
You heard it?
And also, I'm going to give my social media, too, because I got to hop off and go to a meeting. So you can hit me at Sean Barron on Instagram. And I'll see you guys later.
Awesome, Sean. It's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you for joining us. And it looks like Sean gave you the pass for the win. The World Without Us. We'll see you live on stage next year for the $50,000 in grand prizes at the Coast to Coast Live World Championship. All right, guys, so that's our entire lineup for today. Before we go, let me get the last two judges to put on their cameras real quick so I could get them to shout out their social media. So start off, he's a Grammy Award-winning producer. ROCKWILDER, where can everyone find you on social media?
Oh, ROCKWILDER Music on my Instagram, ROCKWILDER Music. I'm getting my DM game up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm realizing that DM is like the new place to be right now. So, you'll find me a little bit more, being a little bit more cooperative on the DM. I didn't know the DM was that fancy right now, but I'm gonna put it in the DM now. I'm gonna be in the DMs.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I apologize to anybody else who was in the DMs. I didn't know the DMs was that serious. I just learned this week, so I'm knowledge. If you hit me up in the DM and I ain't responding like for 3 years, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
That's hilarious. ROCKWILDER, it's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you for joining us for today's online event.
All right.
And last but certainly not least, he's the A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, where can everyone find you on social media?
Only social media I have is Instagram. You can find me there, God_knowledge. Emails in my bio.
Awesome. Guys, it's a pleasure to host alongside both of you guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Adonis Lugo. Be sure to check me out on Instagram as well. On behalf of myself, the judges, and the entire Coast to Coast Live team, we'll see you guys on the next one.